squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. It's north versus south in the state of California. We're underway between the Niners and Chargers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Niners, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Here's Herbert. Hard throw, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And his kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Quick touch.
Throwing now is Lance. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game in this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And Lance now to throw. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Lance. The quick slant caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what...
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the first down marker. But also, he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward. Because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now, flush to his right. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah,
and the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Forced out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. DJ Moore. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here taken in by Gesicki. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On the right side, open is Gesicki. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Switch up, switch up. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, 49ers! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Chargers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cook running right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Out of the gun, Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this time? And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing.
Herbert has it knocked free. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. But Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Chargers.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line. Out of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of the first half. So where do they go? Herbert has it knocked free. And that is scooped up by the 49ers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Working from the gun, Lance. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. It's so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there.
And remember, this drive started off with the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. DJ Moore, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Cook, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. The last run got a couple, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Herbert. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's going to air one out. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll roll him out right. And that one is knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Play action. Now it's Lance. Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Now they try the right side here. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Asante Samuel Jr. that time up to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. DJ Moore, 52 yards. And the 49ers continue to roll. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Brandon Ayuk returning it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On play action, Lance. He gets it to Thomas. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Here's Lance to throw it. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert, he's going to get this one down to Cook. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Javon Kinlaw in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Lance looking to throw it. Flush to his right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Room to run past midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him so far.